Hello, everybody, and welcome, welcome. Welcome to beautiful Trudi Hsu from Path to Oneness. This is our monthly show, and we take turns every month. It's my month this month, and I'm really happy to be with you, Trudi. Thank you
Yeah,
for being here.
thank you for inviting me.
Of course, we have a good time. We usually have a good time together. And I love the new backdrop with all, looks like daisies behind. Or is it daisies or is it dandelions?
I don't know what kind.
You remember, you know, the ones that dandelions that are yellow and then they die and you go and they blow away. Have you ever seen those? No? Okay. All right. Well, they're pretty anyway. So there you go. They're very pretty. And I see you have a new card. Is that new? A card like using a shoe thing for your cards?
No, I had it filled with books. I removed the books and put my
Oh, wonderful. I know
yeah.
we get so many, we got to have room for them. I can never find the ones I really want to read with when I'm in the middle of a show, though.
I know. I end up sticking with John Holland. I like him.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
I have all several. I tried them and
Uh-huh.
I didn't get into them. So I thought I would just stick with John Holland. And of course, this. I always keep this like for special spiritual, talking about that. So one day, this one of Osman first asked for a reading,
Uh-huh.
and then I went into channel verses.
Oh,
the
wow.
one time only,
Okay.
the one time only it happened, and it was, it, it was a surprise for her and for me. And after that, I
Yeah.
wonder if it will happen. It didn't happen.
There you go. There you go.
I was
Yeah.
using this. I was
Okay.
using these cards, and then I just got into.
Started to do that. Wow. Well, that's really cool. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure you enjoyed doing. I bet Osmanthus thought that was wonderful.
Really like,
That's great. So let's say hi, Juanita. You gave us all kinds of colorful hearts: red ones, blue ones, yellow ones, purple ones, black ones. Thank you, dear. Hi, Christine Fryer. And we also have, Amanda Carrion. And Lottie's here from the UK. And we also have Heavenly Blessed Honey, Sonia, and Akila. Hi, Akila. Michelle Kranz and Water Lily. Fiona Harold from Berlin today. Yay. Thank you. Or Berlin, not Berlin. That's funny. I grew up in New Hampshire. Well, hello, sweetie.
this is
How you?
Ginger.
Hi, Ginger.
It's Marianne who comes, and Ginger just now wants to pop out and say hi.
Oh,
Interesting.
thank you, Ginger. You're always welcome to come on. Marianne's the one. That's right. Anyway, Fiona, I grew up in New Hampshire, and there's a town called Berlin, but they call it Berlin, not Berlin. So that's awesome. Welcome, dear. Let's see who else is here today. We have Carl from the UK. Hey, welcome. Hope you're
Yeah.
doing well, Carl. And oh, hi, Laura. Thank you so much for the sticker. That's wonderful. Thank you. That's so nice of you. Your son and partner live there. Oh, okay. Well, that's wonderful. Wonderful. Hi, Diamond. Mary Thornberry, you're going to go get some corn on the cob. Silver Queen. Oh, that's my favorite. That falls right off. It's the sweetest one. Enjoy. Summer's almost getting over here. Yeah, Juanita says hi to Ginger. That's cute. Yeah. Again, thank you, Laura. Cheryl, hello, dear. Let's see. I want to make sure I got everybody. Oh, it's in Amanda. It's up in the middle to higher part of New Hampshire, and I went to Plymouth State College, and it's above that, but it's not not real close to the Canadian border. But yeah. Oh, she does. Okay, well, that's cool. All right, Fiona. What are you saying now? Your granddaughter and grandson. Oh, well, wonderful. Oh, I bet you're having a good grandma time there, honey. That's fabulous. And Carl, you're doing great. Well, we're glad you're here. Yeah, that's great. Well, again, thanks everybody for joining Trudy and I today. And we'll chit chat for a little while. And then if you want some readings, we're here to do that for you. Yeah, it's really nice to have you all. So I was telling Trudy, I had made a plan for my best friend. Usually comes for the summer for a month, usually mid August to mid September, and then she goes back to New Hampshire. And she got COVID. There's a lot of it going around. Everybody, be really careful. Yeah, it's like a more of a stomach, intestinal. And I know Trudy said her sister had it, and your niece had it as well. So yeah, I'm sorry. Everybody's going through that. Hello, Rachel H. The Blue Jays are loud. Oh yeah, they do a lot of squawking. They do a lot of squawking. Yeah. So, has Trudy and I were talking about ascension symptoms. Oh, there's Osmanthus. Hi, Osmanthus. It's nice to see you. We were talking about ascension symptoms. I know a lot of people have been really tired, but last night I forgot it was the full moon as well. Were you able to see it? Did you? Oh, you probably didn't even think about it at the time.
I saw it this morning.
Oh, you did. Oh,
It's
wow.
just big and
Huge.
yeah.
Yeah. It's raining here, so we're overcast, so I did not see it. But I heard it was a super moon. I mean, it's just huge. Wow. Wow, that's a lot of energy to be looking at it in the morning. But yeah, so there's some things going on. Last night watched the Democratic National Convention and stayed with it for a while because President Biden got to speak at the end. Everybody was in tears. It was just a beautiful speech. His daughter welcomed him and said, "My dad," and she introduced him after her mom, and he was crying. It was just beautiful. It really was. It was a nice thing to watch. But yeah, it is a blue moon. It is. You know what they say, once in a blue moon? That's an expression. That's awesome. Hi, Rossi. Hello. You're tired. It rained all night in California, in Colorado. Sorry. Yeah, I bet. Oh, it was a Smurf color, a blue moon. There you go. Yeah. Oh, Christine, you liked it too? That's good. Yeah, the speech was really nicely done. And I thought it was a good opening. This morning I saw a picture of the auditorium that they have all these people in, and it's just absolutely packed full of people. So it's kind of a nice thing to see. I think we all needed to feel a little energized by it. But oh, it was late. Yes, it was late, especially when you're not living out here in the West, because it was only like 9:00 here or something like that. So it wasn't too bad. Yeah. So what's going on, Trudy? What kind of messages are you getting channeled in? I haven't been able to catch up with that.
Before all this, and before Biden was pushed out, I was very, very worried about the whole thing. And I went deep into meditation one day, and then that time only I learned how to step aside. And then I saw Kamala Harris, vibrant, strong, powerful.
Yeah.
And at the time I thought, oh no, don't tell me Biden is going to step out and she's going to come in. And she did. And exactly like I saw her, vibrant, strong, powerful.
She is. She's no nonsense. She carries a lot of male energy too, doesn't she? Don't you think? I think she has a balance. She has a really good balance. She can be strong when she needs to be. And when a little child comes, she'll just scoot down and talk to them down here at their level. So she's very warm and loving that way. I agree with you, Trudy. Yeah.
And I do automatic writing of verses. So one day I was doing the verses, and same thing. I was in that same frame of mind. And so the verses went something like, don't worry, because this will stir up the collective. And when the collective is stirred, nothing can stop them. And when this whole thing with Kamala happened, I thought that was exactly what my verses was saying.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going the
Yeah.
power of the river, wash
Yes.
everything in its path.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
was just beautiful. And
It was. It
it
was.
applied
And
to,
actually, I also really love her running mate because
oh
he
yeah.
rem he's funny, he's kind, he's like a dad, and yeah, I think they complement each other very well.
Oh,
As yeah, they
what
do.
comes to my mind is the line. There's very little you can dislike about a person like him.
Yeah. And the other guy on the other side, which I'm not even going to say names because I don't want to put any energy in, but the other guy's vice president is just as bad as he is. So it's just a waste of time. It's really a waste of time. Susan Lynn says Kamala is the avatar of the collective. Well, that's an interesting thing. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah. She, uh, she certainly, she comes across really well. For me, it was the best part of this thing last night was they had all the unions represented there, and a lot of the union people that walked up to talk from hospitality and every union there is, steel workers, auto workers, and of course, I've been a union person for at least 25 years, and I love my union. I don't think I'd be able to have the things I've had in my life without my union advocating for me. And it made me so proud to hear all these people. And then Sean Fain, who is the union rep for, is it the UAW, United Auto Workers? He's the one Joe Biden went on the picket line with last year or earlier in the year. Yeah. And he got up and he said, he had a shirt on and he says, Trump is a scab. And he opens up his shirt and it says the same thing. And that's somebody who will cross a picket line or somebody that will try to freeze out the union or whatever. So it was really, really interesting to see that, and I love it, that guy. He's funny. Yeah. Yeah.
I want AOC.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She
Did you
is,
see her last night? She talked last night.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the portion I watched. She is
Oh, okay.
amazing.
Yeah. Isn't she great? She's going to be something when she gets, when she gets a little bit older. She already is something, but you know what I mean. She might be a president. You never know, right?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
Linda.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So yes. Oh, Linda, that's right. You were in a union as well. Yeah. Yeah, AOC was on fire. She and Jasmine Crockett from Texas.
Yeah.
Wow. I love her too. Yeah. Yep, she will be a force, Mary. You're right. You're absolutely right. So yeah, if you're thinking about everybody will say, well, I'm not really that interested in politics. And of course, this isn't really I'm not trying to read on it or anything. It's fun to be able to talk about it with you, Trudy. But politics really involves everything in our life. It really does. So if you don't follow it at all and you don't know anything because you don't care, then you can't know what's going to happen. You can't know about Social Security or roads or bridges or anything because it's all part of the political system, insurances and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I have a sister in Taiwan, and she said the reason why she watched politic news is because my mother, she had only one good eye, and she
Mhm.
could hardly see. So I always bring home whatever good magnifying glass, and she will read
Okay.
newspaper every day. So my sister asked her, "Why are you reading the newspaper every day?" She said, "I
Uh-huh.
have to know what is happening in the world."
Good for her. Wow, it sounds like a great mom. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Oh, wow. So she taught your sister that it's important
Yeah,
to
I
know
mean,
what was going on.
my
Yeah.
other sisters, they told me we didn't have to read newspaper. We get all the news from mother. It's remarkable because women of her age, they do not know how to read on
Oh,
English.
okay.
But she was given to the Catholic orphanage. So
Okay.
that gave her the education, and she was,
Hey, education.
yeah, she was
Oh,
always very proud of the fact she can speak English.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
because
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
her generation.
From all that time. Wow, that's very impressive. Well, she's not around anymore, am I right?
Oh no,
Your mom?
she
No,
passed away
how
2000.
old was she when she passed?
She was 90, 2016. She passed away.
Oh my goodness. So she
Yeah.
had a pretty good long life. That's really wonderful. Yeah. Yeah.
90. I
Wow.
don't tell me I have to that to look forward to.
Well, there's different medical advances in time, Trudy. We can, it would be nice maybe someday we can take a pill and be whatever age we'd like to be. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Oh, hi, Amanda. Well, thank you for popping in. I hope you enjoy your lunch. Amanda Carrion, you work for the Broward firefighters and paramedics. Yeah, it is political. It is, because actually everything about life is political. So, we just don't even realize it. I'm looking forward to listening to Pete Buttigieg. He's supposed to talk
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday. He is, and Adam Kinzinger, who was one of the people on the January 6th. He's a Republican. He and Liz Cheney. I don't know if Liz is speaking, but they all came out and said they were going to be voting for Kamala. All of them, all these Republican people. So yeah, so you just know that they're the party that they felt they were happy with is no more. It's just the party of Donald Trump. It's not the party of Republicans, the way it's set up right now. So yeah, that's wonderful. Well, who has some questions? Go ahead and put them in. Let's see if Trudy and I can read on them. And you can even, if you want, you could put some questions in for the collective if you'd like. In other words, if you would like to know lessons perhaps that that we are all learning as a group, you could ask, we could see if we could read on it. Why not? We could try. And who knows, Trudy just may spontaneously channel.
Ali, do you remember that time you were on my channel and you went into Akashic reading?
See, I can do it too, but I don't do it all the time. I do remember that. Yes. Yes.
Great.
I know. So you and I got to work on trying to do those things just easily if we can, right?
Training myself.
Uh-huh. Oh, well, what's this, Fiona? You're on the verge of a breakthrough in work. All right. Would you like us to read on that? We can. That's really good news. And I'm guessing you're in Berlin to just be on vacation and visit because I know you live in the UK. So if you want a reading on that, let us know. That's fine, Fiona. That's wonderful news. Sometimes I think we need to, I don't know, just sit back and reevaluate things. What's working, what doesn't work for us, and then say to ourselves, I need a break, or I need to look at something else, or I need to let some things go. Those things that are very, very, very important for us to reassess. Trusting and connecting more with the divine. Okay. All right. We'll put you on the list here then. Thank you, Fiona. Sure thing, Linda Kennedy. Let's talk about the Akashic records and what they are, because they're pretty cool. So the Akashic records are the records of everything that's ever happened in the world from the beginning of time and to today for all of us, and including, I think, maybe what the earth went through. I'm not even sure about that. I'm thinking you could probably do an Akashic reading on that. But it basically, it goes back and lets you know what some of your previous lifetimes have been. Or you might ask a question, for instance, I'm afraid of snakes. I wonder if you can tell me what lifetime I had that made me so afraid of them. Things like that. Or I have a hard time opening up emotionally to people. It takes me a long time. I'm very guarded. Why is that? And it might be an experience that you had in the past, in a past life. So it primarily deals with past life. And everybody looks at it like it's a big library with all these books in it. You know, you will pull down Linda Kennedy's and we'll, you know, but it isn't really. It's part of the collective consciousness. But you go in and there are masters, Akashic masters that help you have them available to you, and they'll help you to get the answer to your question that you might have about that issue or that lifetime. I hope that explains it. Do you think that explained it right, Trudi?
Oh, well,
Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah.
must. I rather. It's more helpful, what you say, than imagine it like. And that's why a lot of those meditation have you do imagine this big library, and then you go and pull out a book. And
Right.
you're right, because for me, I might try to pull out a book, and then they say, look at it, and nothing register. But if I just pull from the collective consciousness, then I could
Right.
pull something more readily.
Sure. Sure.
And
Everybody's got a different way of going in because of their past and all the things they've learned. And so it makes perfect sense because you channel from the collective. You're already up in this area. So that would make more sense for you. Wow. Have you ever tried it?
no,
No.
I did. And the only thing I saw was planet. That's about the only thing I'm able to see.
Planets? Is that what you
Planet
said?
of light. Yeah. I
Yeah.
usually, whenever I go, I just see the planets of light
Okay. Okay.
and
Well,
soft
yeah.
color. Yeah.
So I really think too, Linda, that that you also can find out if you had a lifetime on another planet. I think that's in that Akashic records. But yeah, Valerie Klingenbeck has a class every once in a while, and it's very reasonable. I think it was $39 or $49, and there's some practice sessions after for a couple of weeks. Some people, I mean, Rossi's done it. She's here. Viviani and Linda de Gonzalez, a few others are doing it now on channels, doing the readings, and they're wonderful. Oh, and Diana Bowles as well, oil painter. And for me, I've listened to it. I've helped Val now for like 6 times that she's done the class because I help her with that. And I really feel comfortable with it, but it just isn't one of the tools I always go to. So like you, it just spontaneously came out that day. So that was
Yeah.
fun. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, it's really, I think you'd enjoy it. I think you would really enjoy it, Linda, or anybody that's interested. So, all right. So we've got some questions. Thanks for putting them up. Fiona, a reading on your work. Well, let's see what we can come up with. And we may also end up with some spiritual cards in there because there's 2 parts to us. There's the physical and the spiritual, right, Trudy?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Ooh. So what I have for you is good fortune, Fiona, is on your side. You got the 4-leaf clover. How beautiful is that? It says luck is on your side, good fortune and prosperity consciousness. So I think along with that would be more money, which would always be nice to have. Had you been feeling trapped in the job that you were in and perhaps renegotiating how you wanted to do it, it says that, you may feel like you're in a cage, but you hold the key to the cage. You aren't the bird. You have the key and the door is opened to go in or out most of the time. So if you're feeling caged, it's an imposition that you alone, I think, are making. I don't know if they're oppressive. It's an oppressive environment. But finally, I have, you're ready to communicate and be more assertive because you want to be heard. So whatever it is that you're doing, you feel like you have learned what you've needed to do in order to communicate that to others and help them as well. I love the microphone because the microphone says, speak up and know you can. And finally, it says your cup will be great and full. How beautiful is that? Goodness. Thank you. What you
Yeah,
get, Trudy? Yeah.
beautiful. So what I get is fertility. It's like you are full,
Oh,
you have everything,
yeah.
but you're trapped in fear, echoing your car. Trapped in fear,
Okay.
and so the fear is holding you back from choices, decisions. Well, so the message is to get rid of the fear. Once you get rid of the fear, then you will be able to boldly make decision, based
Yeah.
on all that you have within you.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Yeah.
you will triumph. Reach your
Triumph.
destiny and
Yeah.
triumph.
Wow. That's great. Yeah. It's interesting because when you brought up the word fear, I could see the cage. When we feel caged in something, it is very fearful to us. We don't
Yeah.
even realize sometimes that we impose that for ourselves. But Fiona, I just know you're going to do fine. So there you go. And I'm also really happy for you being able to visit with your grandchildren and your family. So have a beautiful visit. All right. All right, Diamond, a general reading. All right, we can do that. So I have, let's see. Hi, Terry. Ed Red, holding your space. It's nice to see you. You've bottled fear for so long and you're learning to trust, Fiona says. That's beautiful. Oh, that's good. We're all behind you, Fiona. We're all there for you. Oh, you're water walking, Linda. All right. Hold on. Let me tell you who's next, just so you guys know what's going on here. Yeah, that's true, Rossi. She does, I think. All right. All right. So sorry about that. Hold on. We got Diamond, Ellen, Pierrette, Water Lily, Amanda, and Michelle. And Laura Hammond Davis, do you want a reading? You gave me a super sticker. I don't know if you'd like to be read. Let me know, honey. All right. So Diamond is next. Diamond girl, sure do shine. I hope your son is doing better today, Diamond. Much love. All right. Ooh, I like this. Let's see. Oh, funny. First card I got is the Magician. Now, the Magician is holding, look at him. He's got all the tools right in front of him, and he's got the infinity sign over his head. So what he wants you to know is you have all the tools you need to make whatever you want happen. You're being challenged to create the life you want by looking at what's in your grasp, and right in front of you on the table as the Magician, you don't have to move to get these. These are opportunities. These are available to you right around you. You don't have to go far away. What you bring into your world is yours, and engage your mind and hands and heart. And it says, in busy work, keeping busy, teamwork, you'll be rewarded for your efforts. And then this is funny. It says birds of a feather flock together. So I don't know if you've got some friends or somebody that you like to work with to be busy with. It's saying you could do that this month. So there you go.
Well, Diamond, the cards I pick all point to you manifesting something. Seven of summer. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from over analyzing the options. This is where sometimes it's better to just stop the mind, because thinking very often complicates. So it's second one, Princess of Spring. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expand your horizon. Let your creativity take flight.
Mm.
Third one, Three of Spring. Plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. Well, that
Wow.
looks pretty good for the next few months.
That's really awesome. There you go, Diamond. Maybe things will start moving for you. What a beautiful reading that was. And I also like the Magician card. That's always been one of my favorite tarot cards, because it shows you also that your connection with spirit comes down to you, sort of through your arm and into you. And because we all have that connection, but we simply have to try and work with it. All right, Vicki, I got it. Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. Thanks, Diamond. Appreciate you. All right, we have Miss Eleanor. Nice to see you too. All right. Mm. Oh, it's really raining here. Woo. All right. Interesting, because I got Cupid's arrow. Cupid's arrow does not mean that you have to necessarily find a new partner or whatever, but I get that, and I get the call of the muse. And so I think those two are together. They want you to work on your creative side, whatever it is that speaks to you or calls to you. They want you to be aware of it and work with it, because this is a good time for this. As we go into the fall, we tend to stay home more and start doing things at home. I'm thinking that it's just asking you to sort of, whenever, hunker down, get ready for the colder weather, and enjoy what you're doing, because you have the creative mind. You get the Hangman, though, and it says answers can be found when you look at things from a different angle, right? So it could be that something that maybe you didn't like before, or that you tried before that didn't work, might work now, creatively perhaps, and you might be able to enjoy it more than you did last time. It says suspend your own sense of reality, let you see something from another point of view, challenge yourself to examine the issue, and sometimes answers are really closer than they appear. I love that. We're sometimes out here looking for the answers, and they're right here in front of us, just like the Magician card. So thank you, Ellen.
Yes, so I get the Ace of Autumn.
Oh, wow.
A windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others. A very successful project. A happy change in your career. So the next card is trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others. Focus, Focusing on that which frightens or worries you. Yeah, remove yourself from the negative emotions of others.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That tends to. And the last card, awakening, change the way you are looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in the action.
Your cards and my cards have the same message, it sounds to me like, doesn't it?
Yeah, the
Wow.
last one also and this one also.
And this one, yeah. Yeah. Wow. Well, I think that sounds interesting, Ellen. So, yeah, good luck, dear. You have what it takes, and trust yourself. Trust yourself. That's fabulous. So Book Bewitched is here. Hello, Book. We're happy to have you here. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Oh, yeah. Hi, Laurie Hunsinger. Yeah, the two readings did sort of overlap, Ellen. You're right. You're right. And different cards, but same sort of message. Wow. I don't know. I think a lot of us have been going through a funk, so to speak. It's kind of like we can't move. Everything is tied up, and perhaps this. I know that things aren't really going to be completely in the world aren't going to be completely solved until probably next year, but maybe some personal things in our lives can be worked on. So, all right. So, Pierrette, a message from your guides or someone smarter than me. No, ain't nobody smarter than you. We're all the smartest for ourselves. We're all smart. We all know what, and I know you were kidding, so it's funny. All right. Oh. Pierrette's got a lot of things in there moving in her life. She got a new man, and she may have moving and different things. Yeah. So
nice.
Yeah. All right. All right. All righty. So I have here that you are ready to shake some things up. You know, when you have a soda bottle and it falls on the ground, or some kid will shake it before you open it and it spurts out everywhere. So the soda bottle is saying, seek more excitement. You're ready. Get your energy level back, and something is ready to go. So there you go. And it will bring you a feeling of being great and full of bounty. Life is going to be a lot better. It's a little bit more exciting, and the cup is being filled up. And finally, the Queen of Pentacles, which may be you. Delegate more things. Light is the head that wears the crown when you assign tasks rather than taking it on your own. There's more, but I can relate to that because that's what I've been doing here for 9 months. So I get it. Your bank account will flourish as long as you stay focused on what you need rather than what you want. Your projects are better done well than fast. So it's up to you. But there you are, sitting on the throne. Fabulous. Good for you.
Yes, I do have, you say someone smarter than me, and guess what? Animal kingdom. Animals of all types are extraordinary creatures and miraculous gifts to us. I just discovered that with my dog, Marie. So one morning, 3 a.m., around that time, I was lying next to her and going into meditative mode. And I suddenly could feel, I do the practice of self-inquiry where you call your real self up. I could feel my real self coming out. I know it from the peace. And then the peace went deeper and deeper and deeper. And I realized our dogs have that magic with connecting us with the other side.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. You and Mary have the tightest bond. There's usually one more than the other. I have the same thing, and that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah.
So the second card, hope, and your loved ones in the spirit will know when to reach out to you. So when you are in a difficult situation or struggling, there is always hope. And stay connected. We are all born connected to spirit, often known as the divine source. And from my channeling, what I get reminded often is that we are so much with the physical world, we forget we are spirit. We come onto this planet Earth. Actually, it's the spirit self, the real self. And then we go through this, and then when we die, we simply leave behind this physical world, and it's still the spirit self.
Right. Yeah. Our spirit is eternal.
Yeah.
I like it. I kind of think of it as, you have a car. When you first get it, it's nice and shiny and beautiful. And over time, you have to do repairs on it because things break down like our body does. And then if just eventually it will rust out if it goes away, it goes to the junkyard. And you replace it with something else, but it's kind of like you need a new vehicle to carry yourself around in. So
Yeah.
there you go. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. She says, thank you, Trudi. And I saw thank you. You're welcome, Pierrette. Much love to you. Water Lily, I'm going to do yours, but Amanda, I'm going to suggest you need some help holding on to pain from a last employer. She betrayed you. And okay, I'm going to suggest, and this is totally up to you. At 2:00, I have Pam Drinnan coming on, and she does emotional clearings, and she checks your energy levels and things like that. So, I'm thinking this is more of a healing session that you'll need more so than a reading. But I think if you can come to it's so right now it's quarter of 1. In about an hour and 15 minutes, I'll be on with her. So you can talk if you'd like to. Okay. Thank you. In the meantime, Water Lily is here and she, wants a reading also for September. I don't know. When I was growing up, I loved going back to college, which always starts in September. And I think that's why I ended up being a teacher at college, because I love going back in the fall. But the fall to me is always my favorite time of year. I know I was born in the fall, so that might be why. But it's just something about it. It's like a new beginning. When you go to school, you get new pencils and pens on the first day, and you get new paper, and you get, new backpack or whatever. Did you like going to school, Trudi?
Not really. Our school, the school in Malaysia, is worse now. It's all
Oh,
very serious, no play. But during my time, at least, it's only till 8 to 1 p.m. and the
uh-huh.
rest of the day is free. But the kids nowadays in Asia, they study in school and then they have to have separate tuition when they come back, and sometimes even after dinner. Is the
Uh-huh.
whole. So,
Wow.
yeah, school is not, not, it's work and not much fun.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Asian
I
country.
understand. It's different in different countries. And I do, yeah, I understand. Wow. Um, Hi, Liz Reeves. Your daughter just left the nest on her way to Boston for grad school. Oh, well, congratulations to her. That's fabulous. I hope she has a great time. Boston's a fun place to be when you're young. My son lived there for a while. He loved it. All right, Water Lily. The first card I get is the Three of Wands. Okay. When he's standing there and he's looking out at the possibilities in front of him, anticipation can be enjoyable if you combine action with the waiting. So, yes, you've got September coming and you're saying, I'm really looking forward to it, but I need to do this before September. For me, it's clean my closets. I'm working on that. Know that you've put things into motion. Don't waste time watching. This is the time to start that project and keep the momentum flowing. Rotating crops brings a better harvest because you're continually planting. So that's a sort of a metaphor. In other words, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's very important. It was one of the most important lessons I ever heard. And when you have a part-time job teaching, you never have a guarantee of work. So that's why I joined all these different colleges. And if this one said, I don't have anything for you, then this one would give me something. It would just worked out. So I did that. They want you to be a little bit more careful with your health. I don't know if you're still not feeling well. I know the other day you weren't, I can't, a couple of days when you were on. Be careful. And then it says, quiet the mind and spend more time in meditation, or you can do guided meditation if you don't like to just have quiet meditation. So thank you.
So I get the first card. 7 of Autumn. Have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money.
Yeah.
and cut
Good.
to King of Autumn. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way. A good person or company to work for. So that is coming up for you in September.
Very
Be
nice.
Yeah, it says be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Sometimes that's so important because I found recently I keep getting warning, and the warning is to me to stay rooted because
Uh-huh.
nowadays, especially when you get on YouTube and start watching different videos, so
Yes.
the influencer, so
Uh-huh.
many,
Yeah, it's a rabbit hole, isn't it? You go down a rabbit hole. Uh,
yes.
wow,
So the
that's
third
amazing.
part, Princess
Uh-huh.
of Winter, information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. That is all.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Thank you very much, Water Lily. All right, we got Michelle. Next, afterwards, I have Vicky Book has a question and Rachel. That's all we're going to be able to take today, but we'll do those others after we get done. Michelle, thank you. All right. So, a card for a general reading. All right. Michelle, is there somebody that have you been in a situation where you get caught up in sort of the drama or the details of something and people aren't being really, they're being gossipy, or they're being, it's like, oh my god, how some people are, oh my god, and everything's a big drama. I feel like something is going on that is creating that. It says try to get the perspective on it. Maybe somebody was disappointed with something not happening. That's what I'm getting. I would say yesterday this would have been me, because my friend can't come because she's sick, and I'm more disappointed for me than that. But I understand why she can't come. But it was a disappointment, so it could be something like that. It says that you will be rewarded for any efforts that you have made, because the bee is a very busy bee, doing whatever. I'm wondering if this is something from work that's going on. Um, it says here, remember when you get dandelions and they die, they sort of get these little seeds, and you make a wish and blow on them and they go away into the wind. So it says, be willing to release whatever drama, whatever issue, whatever problem that may be happening in your world right now that might have upset you. Maybe you were the one that was caught up in some drama. I don't know, but they want you to be okay. So there you go.
So you're right. These are probably looks like dandelions. The
Right. That's it.
looks like
Yeah.
it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So I have the first card, awareness. Awareness is so important in our life with everything. And the awareness for me, what I get right now is, when we suddenly get a little like intuition, awareness, you could
Mm-hmm.
get a little touch of something that gets you to be aware of something. And
Mm-hmm.
says authority. So what I get is an authority on yourself to arrive at whatever destiny, and that the authority on, is to look at his arm, like I'm authority, and that is part of being grounded
Mm-hmm.
lately, grounded on oneself. So I don't know what it is, but recently I just have been like I was half a I woke up, so I was there in meditative mode, and then I get like a vision, and it's very clear. It's like, if we are not careful, someone will come in and then shake our faith in ourselves, and then when we
Uh-huh.
are in that vulnerable mode, another can come in and another can come in, and then we could lose a sense of ourselves.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
very true. Yep. Yep. Very true. You know what really bothers me is if I have let's say an idea about something, or I'm starting something new, or something's coming in, and I share it with somebody, and they go, "Oh, you can't do that. That's not a good idea." It's like, don't poop on my parade. I want to do that, and
Yes,
I'm not.
so.
That's right. Darn it all, leave me alone. Yes, this is Colette Baron Reed. That's the Oracle of the Seven Energies. Yep, that's right. Yep. So yeah, so you may not know what it is right now, Michelle. Maybe it will come to you, but it could be just an internal disappointment, something disappointing, something that you're needing to release. So contemplate on it. That's probably, yeah. Yeah, Vicky, you're right. We try to let it go over our head. That's a great idea. Uh-huh. Absolutely. All right. So Vicky would like to know if this next month from now till the end of September will get easier. Everybody's in a crappy mood. Well, isn't that interesting? You probably that reading would have worked out for you. I just did. Oh my. Oh, all right. Let's see. You're also back home, Vicky, I think, and being back home means you're back in with a bunch of people, and you and Larry were just by yourself for all that time. So that might be a readjustment for you. The first card I get is strength. I'm sure you don't want to hear this. Be your strongest self and tame your wild nature while honoring the strength. By channeling your inner ferocity, you can alter an unpleasant situation. Don't try to force yourself to do something you don't care to do. Choose to work for yourself rather than against yourself. So, in other words, let them be in a crappy mood, but you don't, try to stay away from it, or put your guard up and say, you know what? I don't want to go there with you. And so I'm going to distance myself as much as possible. And you're not responsible for making their mood any better. It's their responsibility. The second one is get out of the house, go dancing. I love the nightlife. I like to boogie. But it's interesting that I got the lion here and I got the lion again. And the lion says, waking the lion. They are pushing your buttons, is what they're doing. And it's going to take a lot of work for you to find the strength to step away from that energy and allow yourself, to be surrounded by more serenity. You might do some bubble of protection, or if the people are in a crappy mood, put up your mirrors and have them face the outside, not toward you, but out, and let them see themselves and what they're doing, because they're creating a situation that's not really good for them as much as you, or you. Okay.
So I get Prince of Spring, charming, self-confident, passionate. Yeah, with those, you could, raise the vibration.
Mm-hmm.
So a challenge you can successfully manage. Yeah, with that charming, self-confident, and passion, you're able to raise the vibration so above all that crappy mood. And then second card, ego, the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. Yeah, like getting caught up in all that energy around you. The dreamer.
Oh.
Embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourself. So trust yourself to be, this charming, self-confident, passionate person that could bring about the changes.
Wow. Yep.
I'm fine.
She
I walk
says, yeah, smiling and laughing, and they hate it.
around it. Yeah. That's
Wow.
you
Yeah,
know, they say the best revenge in life is to be happy. And
it
it is
is. It
true.
is. Yeah. A lot of Mary Thornberry, are they Republicans? That may be why they're not happy, because their person is crashing and burning. But yeah, that's what it is, honey. You will have to distance yourself from it. Um, yeah, it's going to be hard for you. I think they're Larry's. I think you said they were Larry's kids. So yeah, sorry, but just keep being happy. Be who you are, Vicky. Don't worry about them. Wow. That is hard though when you're living in a situation with other people. What do you know? How can you do it? Book, I'm going to answer yours last, so I'm just going to do Rachel's first, and you would like a reading. All right. I love your avatar. It's like the dove and the rainbow. How beautiful. Yeah. Very nice.
Ali, you're so right about the energy. They were talking about the Democrat convention. I mean, from going from that, the hope and all that high vibration, that joy, and
Yeah.
then you turn around to the other side and it's all gloom and doom.
Yep. Yep. You know, I always have felt like some people just are around to bring you down. There are people that's their, they're not happy, so they want everybody to be unhappy like they are. And you're right, the worst revenge is to be happy. So but that's hard. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, I got some good cards here. The Clover came back out. All right. Okay, so the first card I get for you, Rachel, is the Knight of Pentacles. Examine your finances, Rachel. It says if you have monetary concerns, the card suggests the best solution is a slow and steady approach. So if you're wanting to save money, or there's something that you're wanting to buy and you need to save up money to buy it, that's the best way to go. Check your bank balance. Get serious about your budget. Any job or business venture you start right now will do really well. So there you go. That's a real positive thing. I think it's positive anyway. But the Knight is holding the pentacle, and it's all about the money. And look, you got good fortune on your side. So it looks like if you do that, things will really improve for you. And I love this last one. It says shining through. And so it's almost as though this beautiful flower elevates itself, and the light comes, and this is you. The light coming from your energy shines through to others. And I think you'll accomplish whatever it is that you are wanting to do within the next couple of months. And everybody will see the beauty in that, including yourself. Thank you.
Yeah, I get a card breaking free. So break free, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
yeah, break free from everything that holds you back from the path. And your path is, you know, universal motherhood. How would you, Ali, how would you describe that universal motherhood? Oh no,
Universal,
universal mother.
universal mother. Wow. Um, that almost sounds like a Mother Mary card to me. It isn't really, but it's, and I'm wondering if that means Kamala Harris or somebody like her that's representative of the energy of the mother, the nurturer, the kind, the kind.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
the nurturer.
Yep.
Yeah, your path. So your path, you know, you have when you break free, you know, break free and you will be able to see your path more clearly, the path of, you know, the nurturer.
Right. Right. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah. There you go. There you go. That's wonderful. Sonia, is it 4 or 4:30? Do you Eastern time? It's now 4 o'clock, I believe. And the show with Pam is at 2 o'clock, so in an hour from now. If that's what you're asking. Okay. Sugar Shack TV, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. We are almost at the end, and the last question I have is very interesting, and I love this. And so I had to look it up because I don't know everything about astrology, but the significance of the full moon this time is that it is a super moon, and it's the second moon in the month. I think if it's called a blue moon if you have 2 moons in 1 month, 2 full moons. In this case, the information that I found said it's really important for us to spend time outside, meditating, gazing at the moon, setting your intentions, releasing, letting go, cleansing, and showing gratitude. But, full moons are always times for us to put our crystals out, let them sit in the moonshine. If you have a new moon, been working and wanting to manifest something, it's a good time to set intentions, but you can also do it at this moon because it's so powerful. That's about all I can tell you. Trudi, I don't know if you have anything you want to say about it at all.
No, I'm not very good
Yeah.
with.
No, both of us aren't astrologers. So, but I will tell you that, it's very powerful. And as you well know, full moons, a lot of women give birth on full moons or around. And you know about what they call lunatics.
Yeah, I was going to say that. No,
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. Some people really lose it around the time the full moon, don't they? Yeah, they do. Yeah. So, I remember there was a guy that lived in my neighborhood, and my mother would say, "Oh, we have a full moon. What's he going to be like?" Because he'd do crazy stuff. So it's funny. Yeah.
That was the only thing I learned growing up. My mother would always say that full moon, oh, someone's going to go crazy. And they say, they told me, and they said, true.
Yeah. And it isn't like, you have to institutionalize them, but maybe they're mad about something, or maybe they're doing some silly stuff outside or whatever. Yeah. But it's kind of funny. Yeah, it's kind of funny. But anyway, book, I'm sorry I don't have more on that. But Valerie at Illumination Portal, she and Diana Bowles, they do a lot of work with that. So anyway, thank you so much. It's a sturgeon moon, Sonia. That's cool. Hi, Denise Fletcher. Thanks for coming in. Everybody, I had a great time with you, Trudi. Thank you so much, as always. We always have fun together. And, Amanda, yes, more people go to the emergency room. That's another one in a full moon. That's very true. That's very true. Yeah. Anyway, I hope everybody has a beautiful day. And do you have any shows coming up you want to tell anybody about?
Oh, next week, on the 29th, I'm having Ara. Ara is a Chinese from Malaysia.
Okay.
She's now in Australia. And
wonderful.
If she does this, she channel and she draws this marvelous on her channel, you can see. Or she channel drawings. She had an awakening when she went into Reiki, and then she started channeling the Ra collective.
Okay.
So she will be
great.
She have been on my channel one time.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. And that's the 29th, you said. Okay. That's good to know. And you can find Trudi. The information is down in the show notes. Trudi, Path to Oneness. She has beautiful meditation time, and she does channeling as well, and doing readings. So we'll see you next month. We'll be on Trudi's channel. I'll let you know whenever we decide it will be. In the meantime, thank you so much, Trudi. Thank you, chatters. Thank you for the donation, Laura, and love to all the moderators as well. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.